Our survivor in Subnautica did it. He made it off planet. He set an entire species free. He managed to get the planet and himself cured of the coronavirus, all despite the notable efforts of the Chartreuse Leprechaun. Deeds truly worthy of song and celebration. The celebration was short-lived. To be fair, the computer did warn him what was ahead when he found that first diamond.
Remember that materials you gather are the property of the All-Terra Corporation. You will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits.
But the Chartreuse Leprechaun generated a computer glitch, so no further warnings or updates ever happened until he made it off planet.
Welcome home to All-Terra. Permission to land will be granted once you have settled your outstanding balance of 1 trillion credits.
Yes, you heard that correctly. He owes Alterra 1 trillion credits for all the stuff he mined and used in the service of Alterra that is still back there on the planet. Enter the Chartreuse Leprechaun again. Unable to land, and for reasons that are still unknown, our survivor decided to appeal to the Chartreuse Leprechaun for help. Absolutely giddy at the chance, a well-engineered chance at that, to get back at our survivor, the Chartreuse Leprechaun brokered the sale of the debt to a salvage company, for a substantial fee, of course. Then he headed for the pub and proceeded to have a lot of fun. Our survivor can't go home, though. Instead, he breaks ships. So, we're $1 billion in debt. Sounds better than 1 trillion credits, but it's really the same thing. And we pay $499,876.56 per day for equipment, living space, so forth. Might as well be a migrant worker from 20th century America. And it's all because of the Chartreuse Leprechaun. He's the one that got us crashed on planet 4546b. He's the one who went around doing backroom deals that got him rich and got us stuck salvaging derelict spaceships. Now, it's not completely bad. The view outside is absolutely amazing. And we get to eat plastic-free food. Oh, who am I kidding? It's bad. Our quarters are little more than sheet metal and a blanket, and we pay $499,876.56 per day for the privilege of working. Thanks, Leprechaun. Thanks a lot. Space is an amazing place, and it took some really cool stuff to get us there. Lasers, for example. Space salvage, let alone space travel, would be impossible without them. And of course, the Chartreuse Leprechaun knew that. Like all of us, he's known it for a long time. And there's mundane stuff too, items like fuel for engines and the tanks that hold them. And of course, the Chartreuse Leprechaun knew that. And like all of us, he's known all that for a long time too. The most important part is the two should never meet. It's what makes space work so risky and so rewarding. And, of course, the Chartreuse Leprechaun knew that. It's why he brokered the deal for a hefty commission to settle Riley Robinson's debt with Alterra. Now, as we all know, if those two do meet, the result is pretty impressively volatile, sometimes deadly. Fire in space is no laughing matter. And, of course, the Chartreuse Leprechaun knew that too. The resulting explosion usually scatters stuff everywhere. And, yeah, you guessed it, the Chartreuse Leprechaun knew that too. And he really could care less because, courtesy of the deal he brokered, he's just laughing all the way to the bank. You know how some things require proper assembly before you can, actually use them? And other things require proper disassembly without explosives or risk of life or limb or, anything else? Yeah, well, the Chartreuse Leprechaun doesn't care about all that. Not really, anyway. Just the other day, he was having a drink with his top lieutenants, including, but not limited to, the Blue Flamingo, who's more of a peer than a lieutenant, but whatever, and the Purple Fish, who is actually a spy, but doesn't want anyone to know about that, so we can't use his picture anymore. Anyway, they were in deep discussion, plotting, something. Not really sure what it was, but it involved explosives, and scrap metal, and safe distancing, and glue. No telling what that means, but when it involves these three, it could mean anything. I suspect, though, that they were plotting against Riley. You know, the one working off that massive debt owed to the Lynx Corporation? Yeah, that Riley. There's got to be some sort of contract clause about how quickly the debt gets paid off or something. Either that or it's some personal grudge the Chartreuse Leprechaun holds. Or both. This is the Chartreuse Leprechaun we're talking about. It could always be both.